I think if you look forward, the next 20 years, and that's a global phenomenon, not specific to Pakistan, I think COVID has fundamentally changed the world. The world which was changing slowly has been fundamentally changed. What do I mean by that? I think there are two, three global factors happening. The first one is that the low interest rate environment is gone. So, आप पहले भी करते थे, people say कि जी 2008 से Bernanke उससे पहले से भी कर रहे हैं, सब पैसे डाल रहे हैं. The main difference in the last 3 years is that the money didn't go to the financial institutions, they went to the retailers. And on average, about $48,000 have been given to an individual in the US, and they have been really spending it. जो उन्होंने पैसा कभी देखा नहीं. And because of that, inflation has gone up. And inflation goes up, you obviously have to raise rates. And when you raise rates, the rest of the world is not ready for that. So you have a stronger dollar. And what happened to England in the last 2 weeks, or that will happen to a lot of countries, or is already happening to a lot of countries. So वो जो low interest rate वाला environment है, वो that is out, at least in the short term. And that actually doesn't benefit Pakistan. So that's one global secular trend, which I think we need to be cognizant about. I think the second one is that your geopolitics, I won't go into that, I will look at the financial side of that US is retreating globally from the world. That's a fact, we know that. At what pace they retreat is questionable or arguable, but they are retreating. Once they retreat, the Middle East dynamics completely change. The China-US dynamics completely change. So the things we used to rely on, कि आप जाके यूए के पास जाएंगे और करेंगे और वो कर देंगे, जो I think Dr. Mifta was talking about, they are not going to give the money now like they used to in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years time. Not that they don't have the money, they actually have a lot more money, but their need to give it to us actually has gone down substantially. अगर वो इजराइल के साथ चले गए हैं, अगर वो ईरान के साथ कर रहे हैं, तो they don't need to rely on us for their security. I think that's a fundamental thing which is changing, which will affect our economy and our markets as well, which actually has helped us. Both were tailwinds in the last 20 years, they will not be tailwinds, they will actually be headwinds going forward. The third one, which is global, is Russia, Ukraine, and we talk about a lot of things, but one fundamental thing from a financial point of view which has changed is that it had never happened before that a war happens and US takes a country out of SWIFT. वो पहले कभी नहीं होता था, आपकी wars होती थी, सब कुछ होता था, but the global system continued. Now they took Russia out, then because of that, you will see a very divided world where people will start moving away from US dollar, which is bearish for US dollar, but in the long term. And that will affect Pakistan as well, that whose side you are going to be in.